So you guys know I just push play and go. I have no script. I have no plans except for what Astro tells me. And today they are telling me to shout out Frisco, Texas Middle School, the Vikings. So somehow I got this t-shirt and we want to shout it out to Frisco Middle School, Frisco, Texas Middle School. Now, Texas might be very important to someone today. Maybe you're driving through Texas, or maybe you live in Texas. But as I said, I just push play and I go. I don't figure out, I don't script anything. The only thing I do is what Astro tells me to do. And we're going to pull a reading today. We're going to use my favorite deck to start out here. Some of you in Astro last night decided that you were going to go for it. Now, what do I mean by go for it? Well, it's kind of like if you listen to Our Everyday Lives, Michael Delaraco, if you've listened to his videos in the last couple days, that's exactly the energy that I'm talking about. So I would suggest to check out his channel if you haven't. It's a just go for it energy, because if you don't go for it, you are going to be on a lower timeline type of deal. It's like I'm giving you the chance to move forward in school. I'm talking to the Frisco, Texas Middle School, right? I'm giving you a chance to go to high school. Do you want to go to high school or do you want to stay in middle school? Because you can stay in middle school and you can retake the classes and you can learn a lot of stuff. Or you can move on to the unknown and go to the high school that I'm going to send you to. Okay? You're not going to know anybody. Everything's on a whim. You're just going to just go for it. That's the kind of energy that's on the highest timeline. So I'm so excited. These wanted to come out. I'm so excited to say I live in that energy. I've always lived in that energy. I used to have an RV and I would just get in and go. I would buy sobriety houses, and half the time we wouldn't even look at them. We would just go. It's like, it's hard to explain right now on the phone. I mean, on the phone. I am on my phone, on the video, but it's like my whole life has been like this. So this isn't hard for me, but I can see how it's really hard for somebody that might have been a science teacher for a long time, like Michael, and then having to leave it because of the shot. And then like Ishmael, he had to leave his wife because he wouldn't get the shot. That's just two examples. Okay. My mission partner left because of that whole thing. So major changes have happened, but we want to be on the highest timeline. Now, I want to talk about quickly the thumbnail, because the thumbnail is all them pretty purple flowers in my cactuses, and then they all died. And if you look at the cactus, it's got all these like dead flowers on it, but then two purple flowers popped up last night. Purple, two purple, purple, purple. Purple is higher spirituality. Okay, amethyst is one of my favorite crystals. I just took them out last night, opened the box because I had put them all in the sun, and then I put them all in a box, brought them in the house, let them cool down. Then after they were cooled down, I opened them up and all of the energy came out and made them two flowers pop out. Beautiful thumbnail. Have to check out my thumbnail. The two cards that wanted to pop out, look at that. Two aces. You're acing this. The other day I had three queens come out. Unbelievable. Right now. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. I can see it in my right hand vision. The devil. Oh, this is an awesome reading. Okay, so the devil is the overall energy telling you not to be happy, to telling you to be afraid of the unknown, right? Oh, you don't want to go to high school. You want to stay in middle school. Okay, don't go to the unknown, right? Two aces, the Ace of Wands and St. Michael's Ace of Swords. First card out that wanted to just fly out. St. Michael's Ace of Swords. Ace of Dynamism. Ace of Questing is you're on a quest. You're just going for it. Look at how these cards just so match up to the energy that I was just talking about from Astro. It's amazing. It's mind-blowing. It's like, I love this. I do it all the time. I just love my cards. Ace of Questing is the Ace of Wands. It's an in and out energy. So what it's telling you is to stick to the truth. It's a yes. But with the devil on the bottom, it's telling you that you're going to have in and out energy. 1 minute you're going to be, yeah, go for it. And the second minute, fear is going to come in. Okay, now I want to read something to you. It's out of my book I'm reading. I'm reading The Last Stand, Star Trek, right? And there's a big black crow out my window. I want to read this. I put it on my phone for the message. Listen to what this says. Their fear hangs over everything that they think and do, like a dark, thick blanket. It's suffocating them in a way. Okay, they're talking about some group of people in Star Trek, right? That's the exact phone message that's on my phone right now, and that's the exact energy. Fear will suffocate you like a dark, thick blanket if you let it. So you got the devil energy, but you've got the Ace of Wands as a yes. It's telling you to go forward unafraid because you know the truth. The truth is that you want equal give and take. We'll see if the Six of Pentacles comes out. You want equal give and take, and you want your truest and highest timeline. The one that you write with me in the Astro. The soul contract that you've been working on is what you want. But see, when you come into 4D, right, and you wake up in your bed, you got all this devil in and out energy coming in and out, right? And it kind of makes the truth go in the background, and your fear and the devil energy comes to the surface. So that's why you have to listen to videos like this to know the energy. So any of you questing today, any of you out on your journey, or any of you deciding that you're going to do something different, like I'm not going to go visit my toxic mom today, I'm not going to, anything that you're saying I'm gonna or I'm not going to do it, okay? Get out of that toxic situation. Okay, now we're not going to get into all that, but underneath the devil is the Eight of Swords, which is that stuck energy. That's the energy the devil wants to keep you in. The devil wants to keep you in the stuck energy. Those were the two bottom cards. The two aces are the two cards on top that flew out. So the devil wants to keep you stuck, but you can get unstuck. Like I said, you want to stay in middle school or you want to go on to high school. The Tower. I told Susan this yesterday. I said, if you don't get unstuck and change your thinking, the Tower will happen anyway. So let's say that you decide that you're not going to quest. You're not going to go forward. You're going to stay where you are. Well, if the universe wants you to move, it will move you. It will take that whole middle school out. Trust me. So, just letting you know, you don't have to make a decision. Remember, the Two of Swords is a decision that you have to make, and not making a decision is still making a decision. So, you could just sit there and do nothing, okay? But then the Tower will come in to get you into the right path again. Because Roman 8 says God can take all things and turn them to good for those that work for him. So you got the tower, you got the devil, the stuckness, and the tower on the bottom, and you had the two aces on top. So let's go back to the positive part. Yep, you're going to break free because you got the 10 of Wands is a break free card. But again, look at the picture there. You can stay imprisoned in the matrix, in a lower timeline. You can stay there. You do not have to leave. Or you can go forward into the unknown, not knowing what the next minute's going to bring, right? I love those kind of, that's how I live my life. You know, I just push play and go. You see, you come here right now, you get what you see exactly right now. Okay? Why? Because I live my soul contract, the Two of Cups. My soul contract is more important to me than anything. Now, I'm going to give you another example about the person leaving their job after a lot of years, the person leaving his wife. Not going to get that shot. You're not going to conform to the matrix. That's the soul contract. That's you fulfilling your soul contract. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. There's a lot of cowards out there, and the reason why it's really simple, it's because of devil energy. It's that simple. Underneath the tower is the victory card, the Seven of Wands. So just like I said with the Ten of Wands, you're getting your victory. You're going to do this. It's just how long are you going to take? Are you going to do it now? You're listening to the video. You're going to shut the video off and say, you know what? The energy is just perfect for me to go for it or not go for it. As I said, you're not going to go into that toxic family just because it's a pagan holiday, right? Yeah, it's a pagan holiday, Mother's Day. And it's very, very evil because of the fact that you know how many mothers do not hear from their children? I didn't hear from my daughter ever. I think maybe one time in the whole, she's 1982, she was born. So I think one time she said Happy Mother's Day. Today, I didn't hear nothing so far, and I probably won't unless she hears the video and feels guilty. But it's an evil holiday because all these mothers that don't get any kind of love on Mother's Day, it can really take them for a loop. I had a girlfriend that was in recovery with me, Michelle. If Michelle's listening, hello. Her daughters never called her, and she had been like 6 years sober, 7 years sober, doing wonderful, got her nurse's license back, the whole 9 yards, right? They never even called her and said Happy Mother's Day. She didn't relapse, but I know she was really hurt. And that's what causes relapses. So I call the holidays pagan holidays from the devil, and that's just why I don't celebrate them. But I wanted to talk about that because there's a lot of moms out there right now that are hurting and they shouldn't be, but that's the matrix. Just like Ishmael shouldn't have had to divorce his husband, his wife. He shouldn't have had to divorce his wife just because he wouldn't get a jab, right? Etc. So I'm not going to get into all that, but I think you're catching my drift. Okay, we do have victory, Seven of Wands, and we had the Ten of Wands, and in the middle of that is the soul contract. So fulfill your soul contract. Fulfill it, okay? Now I'm guided to take a different deck, and I'm guided to use the Oracle deck, Divinely Guided, and see what we get there. So you definitely are going to go to high school. It's just, are you going to decide to go to high school now, or are you going to sit around and wait? Now, the thing I like about people that just abruptly do things, like my friend Susan, she moved from California to Georgia, and she might move back because that's what her soul contract is telling her to do at the moment. But she's not looking at it like I did a mistake. She's looking at it like, look at all the karmic assignments that I just cleared up. And I followed God's voice. That's what we have to do. If you go somewhere, don't have no expectations. Don't even have an expectation of tomorrow. 16:11 on the clock. Don't even have an expectation of what the next hour brings. Stay in the moment. Just like me doing my videos. I push live and here I am. Karma in reverse. So everything I just said about Susan's story, backed up here. Karma in reverse. We had to do what we had to do to get to this point. Every single, I have to do what I have to do to get to my next point. You're going to have the devil energy come in. But the devil energy is canceled out by the angel energy. So if you're going to use your Holy Spirit power, if you're going to use your God power, if you're going to use the universe, the devil never wins. Only thing he can do is slow you down. He can give you a flat tire. He can make you discouraged. He can put some nails in your path. But we're demon slayers. We're not victims. So we win. But we got to get the tire fixed. We got to clear the nails out of the path. We've got to maybe drink a cup of Joe to get our vibes up, right? I have had nothing. I get up in the morning and I just go. I don't have to have anything in my system to get me going. I've had nothing but water. That's it. And sometimes I don't even drink the water. And I find out 2 hours later I've been up and I haven't had nothing. I usually fast for 17 hours a day. And some of that is not even water. Okay, so when I talk to you guys and I tell you, like yesterday, about 30 years of not drinking and lying and stealing and drugs and sex, I wanted to tell you that you might think, well, what do you do, right? Well, I still swear and I still love my rock and roll. So if swearing and rock and roll is going to keep me off of a certain assignment, so be it, because I still swear and I still love my music. Okay, so karma in reverse and mechanical responses in reverse. So again, that's everything I just said about not being in the matrix, not being a mechanical response. You never see my videos, me being a mechanical response. You never ever see me mechanically response. I don't do it. I'm not a mechanic. No, I'm not mechanical. Okay, so no mechanical responses. Karma's been cleared. Okay, trickster energy's gone. You know, the other day I did these cards and I was telling you how the only thing I sensed was that there's still a toxic female, a dark toxic female in your energy, and I don't even feel her anymore. So we're really doing a lot of house cleaning in astro. I call it demon slaying. Okay, the trickster energy is gone. The high priestess energy in reverse just means that that's what they're attacking. Okay, and again, I said that with the devil energy. The only way they can get you now is by you getting yourself now. Okay, so keep that in mind because I'm going to be wrapping this up. I want you to understand that you are your worst enemy. You are really your only enemy. The devil really has no hold on you because of this timeline that we're on. We're on a timeline of the highest trajectory, so therefore, they can't get there. They can't get to you, but they can get to you through your thoughts because you're still in the matrix. You're still in 3 and 4D when you wake up. Just like me, I could say, oh, I'm not doing that video today, which I do one every single day, no matter what. I could say, I'm not doing that video today. I'm not going to fast my 17 hours. I'm not going to, I'm not going to, I'm not going to. That's all free will. That's how they get you. Stay on your highest timeline. You might not be on the same timeline I am, but if you keep listening and you keep doing and you keep hearing what the energy is saying, and then you act upon it, you will be there. You can go there tonight. You can say, hey, in Astro, you can say, hey, I want to be on your timeline. And I will look at your credentials and I'll say, okay, but here's what's holding you back. And that's what I do in this life too. I tell people, I show them the mirror and I show them what's holding them back. They do not have to fix it. If they want to fix it, they will move higher. If they don't want to fix it, that's fine. They can stay right where they're at. It's okay. We're not making everybody have to be in the front row, okay? Then you have the people that are on the lower level that are just trying to get out of their addiction. They are where I was 30 years ago, and I want to help them. I want to help them get to their next timeline. So there's no right and wrong, and there's no, oh, I got to be on the highest timeline. No, when we talk like that, we mean your own individual highest timeline, okay? So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up with the last card out is not in reverse. It's the death card. Everything we just said. You're transitioning, ending, and new beginnings. Endings and beginnings. So what a perfect way to stop the video. I love you guys. I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.